Hello and welcome to Intimate Lens. I'm Dr. Katz, and today we're going to zoom on the menopausal vagina. Or, as a patient recently told us, lube just doesn't do the trick anymore. Let's check it out. The menopausal vagina is drier, less elastic, more prone to friction irritation. It may or may not also have some urinary concerns. It's not a happy environment. And the owner of the menopausal vagina, the menopausal woman, will not be happy either. She may not be able to engage in penetrative sex at all, or she may be able to engage but under great physical duress. She does not feel comfortable. She may have some urinary urgencies, frequency, chafing, burning. It's not a happy situation. Yet the woman will say, I still am alive, I'm too young, I still would like to go ahead about my life, I would like to engage in my relationship, or I'd like to go out dating again if that is her life circumstance. And she feels that her body betrayed her and she's doomed to be an old woman way before she feels old. So what do we do? The first statement is there is a solution. You just have to find it. The typical solution is a three-pronged approach. 1, unless contraindicated, speak to your doctor about vaginal estrogen. It is considered safe when properly used, and you can discuss with your doctor the latest research in the past several years that time and again reassures women of its safety, and then go ahead and use it. Now, if you have been prescribed vaginal estrogen, you used it once or twice or 3 times before intercourse, and then you went to the doctor and told him it doesn't work, well, you did not use it right. And you expected out of it what it does not do. We have another video that talks about vaginal lubricants, moisturizers, and estrogen. The estrogen is not for penetrative activity. The estrogen is supposed to be put in the vagina at bedtime, and you sleep with the estrogen uninterrupted, so it will restore what the loss of estrogen has robbed your vagina of. So the three-pronged approach would be vaginal estrogen unless medically contraindicated per your conversation with your doctor. The second, if necessary, would be dilation with dilators, not forever, but for a while, to help re-stretching, reawareness of size and space in your vagina. And the third is your state of mind. You're alive, you're fine, you still have many years ahead of you, you just have a vagina that's menopausal that needs a little help. There is no reason to fall into sexual shutdown. There is no reason to fall into depression or anxiety about that. There are solutions. You just have to be very actively seeking them. Menopausal women are not fast to discuss their vaginal grief. They're embarrassed, they think they're the only ones. But they're not. So many of them are like that, and they live next to each other without sharing information. This is terrible. Ladies, start talking to each other. Also, the medical community is still not aware of the fact that there are solutions. Keep looking, keep searching, keep talking. There are solutions. There is no reason to live like that. Something else that will always be necessary for the menopausal vagina, even when penetration is restored, is lubrication. Because the vagina just is not what it used to be when you were young. Just a fact of life. It is what it is. A certain amount of lubrication will always be needed. You may apply it onto the penis. If that's sufficient for you, that's great. But may come a time that you may want to take an applicator and load it with some lubrication and shoot it into your vagina to ease the way in and while the penis is thrusting inside you. So internal lubrication is very, very helpful. You don't have to load yourself with lubrication unnecessarily. You would like to develop a sense of what is the least necessary lubrication for your vagina to be smiling, in comfort that is, to be comfortable and not in pain when penetrative activity is taking place. So there are solutions. The body is extremely resilient, and we can work around all the deficiencies to restore the vagina to a happy, functional state. Or as a patient who was just this week with the Intercourse report after her treatment said, 6 years we went without intercourse. We engaged in non-penetrative sexual activities, but intercourse did not happen for 6 years because it was too painful. And here intercourse was, after the treatment here, and it was easy. It was nothing. It was nothing to it. We just looked at each other and we were shocked. How could it be? How could it work like that? Well, like I said, the body is extremely resilient. And when in the hands of a clinician who knows how to guide the menopausal vagina, you will be fine. Let us know. We have great programs that work, and we try to tailor it to everybody's needs. If you're interested in exploring our treatment options, take a look at the links in the description below and reach out to us, and we'll be happy to discuss further. Otherwise, speak, talk, explore, research, don't give up, and certainly don't feel that you're doomed for life. You're still alive, you're still the beautiful you, a little older, but typically so is your partner. And we would like you to maintain a super positive attitude. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time.